descends with shadows deep. In blood heaven, no souls asleep. The blood moon rises in crimson light, casting its light upon the night. Winds howl through the hollow trees, a whispering chant carried on the breeze. Under the blood moon, in Bloodhaven skies, darkness awakens and the dead arise. Wolves in the distance, the witch's song. In Bloodhaven streets the night belongs. Lanterns flicker, casting ghastly forms. In the cemetery something stirs and storms. The graves crack open, their secrets revealed. In Bloodhaven no fate is sealed. A chill creeps in through stone and bone, as spirits of the lost make their presence known. Under the blood moon, in Bloodhaven skies, darkness awakens and the dead arise. Wolves in the distance, the witch's song. In Bloodhaven streets the night belongs. Through cobbled streets, footsteps fade, ghostly hands reach from the grave. No mercy here in the blood moon's glow. Bloodhaven's light is all you'll know. Under the blood moon, in Bloodhaven skies, darkness awakens and the dead arise. Wolves in the distance, the witch's song. In Bloodhaven streets the night belongs. Beneath the blood moon's gaze the shadows sway. In Bloodhaven's light the night will stay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Inner Sleuths live stream. Today is a very special post of PaxCast. Very special episode today. We have a lot of news that they just dropped on us here. I hope you guys are ready to chat about this. We have a bunch to chat about, and this is exactly what I've been hoping for. Get a nice, juicy post out so that we have something to talk about. It keeps people looking forward to the future of the game and helping to build those communities up. Before we get started, before we hop into this nice big juicy post, we have a bunch of images to show you guys, some potential sneak peeks, little secrets that they've dropped in here. But before we get into that, we have a subscriber goal of 1,000. You can see it up in the top left corner. Normally my tangent is paused like that. There we go. If you could help us to reach that 1,000 subscriber goal, that would be really, really awesome. We've been flying up through the subscriber count. We are flying past 800, well on our way up to 1,000. Once we reach 1,000, we're going to have a 24-hour subathon where several hours will be put on the clock, and that clock can be extended further and further into the future, closer and closer to the elusive 24-hour mark by doing things like interacting with Tangia, which you can see is now currently paused in the bottom left corner, or gifting memberships. We're going to be giving away some memberships during this stream as well. We have been doing some giveaways on the channel. The winner of the last giveaway was The Real Cat Died. He won a copy of PAX Day. If you want a chance to win your very own copy of PAX Day, I think that's going to be the giveaway this month. I was going to do something Star Citizen related. We might do that maybe next month, but with the content update coming out this month for PAX Day, we're going to be giving away another copy of PAX Day. All you have to do to enter for the chance to win a free copy of PAX Day for yourself or a family member or a friend or whoever you want to give it to, you just have to be subscribed to the channel and go and leave a comment on all of my uploads. Every comment you leave, the more comments you leave, the more entries you get, but you can only get one entry per upload. So this video, this stream, after it becomes a video, if you go leave a comment on it, you can only leave, you can leave more than one comment, but if you leave one comment at least, you will get an entry. You can only get one entry again per upload. So just go to all my stuff that's coming out during the entire month of October and just leave a comment on it, and you get an entry for every one of those. And at the end of the month, I will be using my program I have to pull a random subscriber's comment, and you'll be the winner of a copy of PAX Day. I was going to give away something Star Citizen related, but again, with all this news coming out and the patch coming for PAX Day, I think it'd be kind of nice to do another copy of PAX Day to give it away to somebody. Get some more plots for yourself. Again, get your friend into the game. I know a lot of people, there's several people who are wanting to get into PAX Day, but they're a little on the fence about it because of the way the release schedule has been and the communication has been from the developers. So partake in this and help them get a copy. Send them over to the channel, have them subscribe, have them leave comments, double your chances up, whatever you want to do. It helps the channel to grow, and it lets me give back to you guys a little bit. So thank you very much for all the new subscribers. Huge shout out to all of my channel members. Our channel member list keeps growing every single day. I am so thankful that you guys are willing to support. You like my content enough that you are willing to support my work here on the channel. So thank you so much for that. Huge shout out to you guys. We have a really big and awesome community over on Discord. It is the Cheeky Buggers United Community Discord server. This community is first and foremost what we're all about here. We're not just about PAX Day. We're not just about any game in particular. We really are about community first and foremost. It's my favorite thing to do is to hang out with you guys here and chat with you guys and read your chats. I see there's some new people here, a lot of returning people here. We're still waiting for some people to funnel in here while we're doing the intro before we get into the nice juicy bits, but we are all about community. And if you'd like to join our community, whether it be for PAX Day or even just, I've changed the application process a little bit. You used to join and it was just right into the Order of the Blood Brothers, which is our PAX Day clan. Now you're joining the community first and foremost. You're becoming a verified CBU member, which means you can join our private Minecraft server. You can join us in Star Citizen, whatever it may be, World of Warcraft Guild. You can get into all that stuff, but it allows you to choose which avenues within the community that you want to pursue. So if you'd like to join the community, please type !Discord in chat. You'll get a link over there. You can come hang out with a bunch of awesome people. Grows every day with really, really cool people. We vet everybody who comes in to actually become a verified member, so you can rest assured that we're doing our due diligence to make sure that everyone is a good faith actor and there's no trolls and stuff like that. If you'd like to join us in-game in anticipation of this new PAX Day update, head over to our website, !Website. In chat, you can get type in that command. You'll get a link over to www.cheekybugger.net, where you can submit your very own application to join the Order of the Blood Brothers and the Cheeky Buggers United Community Discord server. Our clan is going to be getting a lot of applications, I think, as we get closer and closer to this update. We've already gotten, I mean, it's really picked up. I'm trying to remember how many we've had, like 10 in the past couple weeks. It's really picked up quite a bit. Our clan has over 130 members. It's a very large clan, but we take care of our own. We have a pretty unique way that we go about executing our vision in the game, and it's a lot of fun for people, I think. We have a lot of freedom. We don't restrict your actions. We try to help enhance your actions. If we all work together, it's a really great community and a really great clan. So if you'd like to join the Order of the Blood Brothers, head over to our website, submit your application early, so that way you can get in before the gold rush happens with this new wipe. We've been doing a lot of mini-series on the channel too, leading up to spooky season, and now that it's here, we're going to be doing a lot of spooky games with the community. If you have a special game that you think I would like and that you think that would work on the channel, that you want to play with us, that you think a lot of people could get into, I want to do Project Winter, the Blackout mode. I want to do Ghost Hunters, or Ghost Exiles it's called. I have a couple things that I want to do on the channel here with you guys, but let me know down below in the comments. Let me know over on Discord. Shoot me a message. Always there to chat with you guys. Let me know if you have any good ideas. We got a bunch of people in chat. It's really great to see you guys today. I hope everybody is doing great. We got Chef, great to see you. EOTB, oh, awesome to see you, buddy. Ya is in chat. We got Katie, great to see you. Deadbird, the beta guy. I hope everyone is having a great day today. I hope you guys are ready to chat about this update. Don't be shy if this is your first time here, or if you're a veteran of the channel, if you're a sleuth yourself, don't be shy. I love reading your guys' chats. It's my favorite thing to do. Honestly, engaging with you guys is the reason I do these live. I could just very easily make a video. It'd be a lot less stressful, a lot less on the spot, but I love doing it live because it allows us to have this interaction. So don't be shy, hop in chat. Let me know your thoughts about these things. Keep it courteous. And as long as you have a good faith conversation, I love engaging with you guys. So let it rip over in chat. But great to see you guys. Let's get into this. I'm going to go ahead and unpause Tangia. You can type !Tangia in chat now if you'd like to interact with the stream. It's more for, combat and stuff like that. You could put wasted up on screen. But if anything, if you want to put anything funny, little memes up on screen, if you want to play the dungeon mini game, type !Dungeon. There's a lot of fun stuff to do over there, and that directly supports the channel as well. Again, huge shout out to my channel members. Here we go. Let's get into this, guys. We got some chat flying by already. Deadbird says PaxCast. Absolutely. I bring you guys the news first and foremost as soon as I can. And this was as early as I could get it to you guys. This post came out earlier today. I had to take care of a couple things, and now here we are ready to take care of PaxCast. Got a lot to talk about. Beta Guy says, hopefully they don't wipe clan members or clans. And if they do, it's not a big deal. I mean, we'll just get everybody back in. It'll be a hurdle to do it with so many members, but we'll figure it out. It won't be a problem. KD, how's it going? Welcome into the stream. Great to see you today. Herald of the Almighty, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So this post is how the world of PAX Day is changing. It's their spotlight on how the world is changing. I got a nice picture here. I think I actually have a lot of these images I have overlays for. Let me try and pull one of them up here. Let me see. So this was their roadmap. This is the roadmap of things to come. Some people think that all this stuff's coming in the next patch. I'm not convinced of that just yet, but I think a lot of this is. So we already have clan tabards. We're getting market stalls in the gold economy. The knight roll and the soldier roll very well may be coming with this combat update. Who really knows? Altars and miracles. A friends list I think we're going to be getting because they have talked about. We have a list of some things that they have talked about, right? We know for sure we're getting an economy with gold and market stalls. I have a little list here of things, and I think there's more than this actually, so let me know if you guys know of anything else that is guaranteed that they have for sure confirmed that we're getting. The social rework, I've heard them talk about that. The combat updates, which obviously we know about. We talked in previous episodes of PaxCast, which you guys are not going to want to miss future episodes of PaxCast. So make sure you're subscribed. More soloable content is going to be coming. They talk about this down below as well. The reworked map, which we're going to talk about right now. Nameplates have been redone. The nameplates look great, honestly. The nameplates and the targeting system look awesome. Party and clan tag changes along with that. So we know of quite a few things that they have mentioned before that we know we're going to be getting. New spells is on this list. Improved combat feel, which we know is coming. New enemies. We don't know if we're getting new enemies, but we know that there's going to be like a rework of a lot of these camps and stuff. Hopefully we get weather. That would be amazing. Improved NPC behaviors, I'm pretty sure we're getting with the combat update. Crowd control, they've talked about. They've been doing some more lore videos. Let me know if you guys want to see a lore podcast. I don't know if people are actually interested in that. I've always had the idea to do a lore podcast covering the lore, not only the official lore, but the lore that we are making up as well. If you type !Wiki in chat, you'll get a link over to our Wikipedia page, which has an entire compendium of all things Blood Brothers, including our upcoming event. We have an event that is upcoming called the Omen of Oblivion, A World's End. And this will take place on Saturday, October 26th, 2024. Gathering will start at 5:30 and the event will start at 6. It's not really a huge RP event. It is because we're all going to be gathering, but I don't have like a bunch of little mini games or anything. It's just whatever we want to do, just hang out and chat. I'm going to be chatting with Stream about the world's end and what that means for us as the players and for our characters who are living in this world. So if you guys want to see that event, I posted it in a couple different places. It's posted on our Discord as well in the public events room. But that is the Omen of Oblivion, A World's End, coming on Saturday, October 26th, 2024. Gathering starts at 5:30 p.m. and that's going to take place in Southern Tremont in Bloodhaven. So head over there to hang out with us on the 26th of October, leading up to Halloween as well. It's going to be a lot of fun to hang out with you guys. That is our upcoming event, heralding in the end of the world as we know it. But if you guys would like to see a podcast dedicated to the lore, let me know what you guys think about that. I don't know if there's enough people who would actually enjoy watching that or listening to that, then I can make that happen. And it could be fun. I don't know if it'd be live, it'd be more of a curated storytelling type thing, but that could be fun. So that is their roadmap there. Katie says, I would love that. Maybe we'll get a poll going. Let me get a poll going here. Give me 1 second. Let's start a poll. Lore podcast. Here we go. Yes or no, lore podcast. Starting the poll now. Let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and vote on that. And then I'll see if we have enough interest in it. Maybe we'll go ahead and forward. I'm gonna leave that poll up for probably the duration of this stream here. Props and signs we've gotten. So a lot of the stuff on here we have obtained. We might be getting an update to Unreal Engine with this update. Who knows? A lot of things on this roadmap, though. Let me know what you guys think we're going to be getting. Next image here. Let's see. This was the nameplate rework that we talked about a little bit ago, but I feel like this is good to show again. We broke this down in detail in a previous episode of PaxCast, so make sure you guys are keeping up to date with all of your PaxCast episodes. You can see the nameplates for neutral players, hostile players, neutral NPCs, almost like a gear score or difficulty score next to their name there with a number. You can see their guild name, different effects on them. So there you go. That was from a previous episode there. And here we are with the opening header image here on the how the world of PAX Day is changing post that we have today. I think this is part of an Inquisitor camp. They talk down below, which I like to break stuff down as we go through it. They talk down below about how the Inquisitor camps are going to be changing. All of the factions of the Inquisition are going to be changing quite a bit, it sounds like, and I'm really excited to see the changes. It's going to feel like a new game, I think, after this. Party window seems a lot cleaner. Yeah, a lot of the stuff seems a lot cleaner. Again, if you guys want to see more of a breakdown on those nameplates and party chats and stuff, we broke that down in a previous episode of PaxCast. Make sure you guys go check that out. But this is their header image here. You can see a nice banner there with some little, looks like a little thing they can go and stand on there, hanging over top of the wall. Pretty cool header image. Let's get into this spotlight. I am so ready for this. I skimmed over this a little bit, but this is news to me as well, so we're going to be breaking this down. We do have some awesome images that were sent to us from Silent, some little videos and clips going over the changes in the Heartlands, like he did, or the maps, like in the provinces, like he did last time for us. So huge shout out to Silent for those. Thank you for sending me those, brother. Those are going to be a lot of help to help show people how the world is really going to be changing. Cooter, how's it going, Cooter? We got Cooter Pooter in chat. He says, not personally a fan of the planter farming style, like Life is Feudal and worm farming a lot more you like that a lot more, makes it look more lively and realistic. So the devs have said, and we talked about this before too, but I have no problem with going over previous stuff. The devs have said that the first iteration of farming will most likely be in plots, but they have thrown around the idea of it being big open areas, like being able to till the land and stuff. They talked about maybe having a nano mesh or something like that on top of some type of manipulatable terrain, not full blown like terraforming, because they don't want people to be able to, hollow out mountains and stuff like that with terraforming, but being able to actually manipulate the uppermost layer of the soil and maybe re-level it a little bit or something like that in order to till the land. They have talked about that. I would assume that the first iteration we're going to have of planting and crops and stuff is going to be in those little planters. And then from there, it'll expand out into a more broad spectrum. But we don't really know at the end of the day. Mainframe has been kind of a closed book. We only get these posts every now and then, and they're very vague sometimes. So we don't actually know exactly what's going to be coming. They have been being more transparent leading up to the patch, but this patch is supposedly coming before the end of the month or something around there. We're going to be getting another update within a week. I think they said somewhere down below. So we'll see exactly what we get. Maven, great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. EOTB says, agreed. Over to the land itself always looks better versus boxes. Yeah, and they have said that most likely is going to be a thing. Cooter says, that would make it much more lively and enjoyable. I'll take 20 plots, please. Yeah, I think that would be a good way to sell plots as well. I think 2 plots is probably going to be the sweet spot, 2 or 3. I mean, the more the better. I know some people don't like the way the plot system works, and I'm not a huge fan of it myself either. I think that it breeds griefing. They need to make a buffer zone around them. They need to make other people not be able to manipulate your plots and things like that. But we'll see what they do going forward. The beta guy says, if it's not on a player's plot, randoms will come along and loot your crops. And since it's PvE, You can't do anything, so I hope it's locked or something to prevent it. I'm sure it'll act, Beta Guy, I'm sure it'll act just like your current timed workstations where they cannot interact with them. I think how it's going to work is, and this is just my idea, it's a hypothesis. We do some theory craft here on the channel. This is theory craft, but I think it'll be a planter. You will have some type of seeds. You'll put the seeds in the planter, and then it will require either fertilizer or soil or something like that, and then you'll put water in there. Once you water it, just like my alchemy stations, it'll then start the timer. You come back in an hour, you get your crops, you propagate them, you move on, you get your resource, and then, so it's going to be a timed workstation, I believe, which means that nobody else will be able to touch it unless they have permissions to your land, which hopefully, I saw it up above, somebody said, hopefully we get permissions. Yes, hopefully we are getting permissions with this. It's very hard to run a large clan without permissions, so hopefully we get permissions with this, and I think that'll be part of the social rework. I think they're holding off on showing us that because it's not something that's super exciting. It's not something that's super flashy, and they seem to like to show off a lot of the big flashy stuff. Let's see what else. We got a bunch of chat going on here. Deadbird says, I hope our event gets canceled due to the update dropping sooner than expected. The event will never really be canceled. It may be moved up. We may move it up. I mean, it's just going to be a small little gathering of us to send off Bloodhaven. I'm really proud of everything that everybody has built. It's really cool to see everyone's creativity come to life in a game like this. So I want to show off the city. I want to have fun with you guys, kind of like an apocalypse party where we're all just getting together, having a good time, getting smashed as the apocalypse happens, as the gods have their wrath upon the earth. It's going to be really, really fun to role play that. And that's why I'm calling it, what did I name it again? The Oblivion, the Omen of Oblivion. That's why I named it the Omen of Oblivion, because we have this omen that's looming of the oblivion that's to come, the end of the world as we know it. It's going to be fun to hang out with you guys. It's just a little get together, so it's not really going to be canceled. It might be moved up, though. Maven says, I suspect the growing will work a lot like how Nightingale does it at present. Let us know how that works, Maven. I've not played Nightingale yet. I did pick it up to be able to play it with you guys, but I have not actually played it as of yet. I know it got its huge rework, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. Star Citizen has a big rework, not a big rework, but a big patch coming out as well. 4.0 is coming out, bringing us the Pyro system on the 18th, I think it is. We're going to be covering their big convention, Citizen Con, that's going on. We're going to be bringing you guys the info live on that as well. I'm going out of town tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff I got to get ready today for us to go out of town. We're going out of town tomorrow. I won't be back for several days, but as soon as I'm back, I'll touch base with you guys over on Discord, and we'll hop back into some more regularly scheduled content. I normally stream just about every single day. I've slowed down a little bit because I'm going through this cleanse period for some health stuff, and it's been kicking my butt, so it's been hard to actually get these out for you guys, but I like to bring you guys the news as soon as I know, and that's why we're here with PaxCast, and I'm having a great time with you guys. EOTB says, aka weather and rain too. I'm lazy on watering. Oh, that'd be nice too. Yeah, if the rain could water your crops. I don't know if that's going to be a thing right away, but that would be nice. I don't know if we're getting weather with this, guys. I think they would have told us a little bit if we were going to be getting weather, but we'll see. They are kind of a closed book, so we don't really know. My bucket of tears. Katie says, I hope weather comes sooner than later. Yeah, I really hope so too. I'm looking forward to the weather system. I want to see, well, we need a snow biome. We need like a proper snow biome first, and a lot of people wanted a snow biome. They talked about a new biome coming, but it's not a snow biome. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, it's not a snow biome. We'll show you what it is down below. Raven says, you build a plot, sprinkle it with some seeds, build a watering can, gather water from a water source, then you water and grow your plot. Yeah, something like that probably is what it's going to be like just in planters currently. All right, so let's continue on here. They start off by saying, hello, Paxians. Last week we announced the world of Pax Day is about to be reshaped. And they have a link here that leads over to the other post. With adjustments to its geography, distribution of biomes and resources, and points of interest. So yeah, we know we're getting adjustments to the geography. We have some overlays that we're going to show at the end, which show the old map overlaid with the new map, going back and forth, again, provided by Silent. Silent, thank you so much for making those. Such a great idea. And they look really, really great. But we're going to bring those two guys here at the end as we get into more of these changes. Distribution of biomes, because they changed some of the biomes. They renamed them. They added some stuff to them. Like, they added a lot of stuff to them. We have new map markers and stuff like that, showing small camps, which we're going to get into down below as well. There's a lot of changes coming with the map. This biome rework and resource redistribution is going to be really great because it's going to keep it fresh. It's not going to feel like the same old world, I don't think. We're going to have to go out and re-explore everything and relearn our whole world again, which I'm really looking forward to. I love exploration in games. It's one of my favorite things to do in a game is just explore and live and experience that world and be a part of it with everybody. And it's going to be really great to have to rediscover those worlds. Even all of our home valleys are going to be different as well. The changes are significant enough that they will require a wipe with the upcoming content update. The Omen of Oblivion has spoken. The world will be wiped, guys. They have been a little wishy-washy on what this wipe is going to mean for us. We're going to lose our plots and our buildings, for sure, because they said that, some of those are going to be at the bottom of rivers now or underneath mountains and things, because there's significant changes happening all over the map. That being said, we don't know what we're going to be keeping just yet. There has been a lot of wishy-washy back and forth from them on what we're going to be keeping. In their post, they said that they're working on a system that's going to allow us to keep our resources and all of our plot items. We talked about this in the last episode of PaxCast, where we talked about all things coming with the wipe. But then on Discord, they flip-flopped and said that you're only going to get to keep your character and their gear. So we don't actually know exactly what's coming. We can guess and we can infer, but I like to take things at face value from the devs. I like to only talk about, I like to talk about everything, but I only like to tell you guys as if it's fact, if I know it's fact from the devs' mouths themselves. You know what I mean? I like to theory craft, and I will always theory craft, and I can give you guys my ideas on what I think will happen, but we really don't know at the end of the day unless they tell us. Maven says there is snow up in Mary, I think. I don't know if it's like a proper snow biome, though. You know what I mean? We need like a proper actual snow biome. EOTB says snowball fights are a must. Yeah, that'd be fun. Maven says, I think Nightingale did a solid with changing the story and maps like they did. So I can't see that really working. So I can see that really working in PAX's favor to make similar changes as well. Yeah, I definitely think that changing the world is the right way to go. I think that it's going to keep things fresh and it's going to allow them to, and I'm okay with the wipes. I mean, we know what we signed up for getting into this. We know there's going to be wipes. I'm okay with wipes. I embrace the wipes because that means that there was enough stuff to warrant the wipes. And I can respect that Mainframe is not doing full wipes when they don't think that they need to. I think that they should wipe all of our items and stuff with this patch if they're going to be fixing some of the exploits and bugs that we've talked about here on the channel. I don't show exploits and bugs. I'm adamantly against them because it's cheating in my opinion. I think find the bugs, report them, and then don't abuse them because all the rest of the data downstream from you using those bugs, such as farming bosses with Mez Fireball or standing on a wall to be able to kill the bosses, that's unnatural. You're not supposed to be able to do that, and it ruins the rest of the data downstream. Now they don't know how often people are getting those drops. They don't know how easy it is to obtain things because it is all messed up downstream. So I think we need to find the bugs, report the bugs, not show people how to do them and make videos on how to exploit them and things. That's why I don't show a lot of the bugs here on the channel. We have almost every single dungeon that we've gone into, we've seen people exploiting. And we run a lot of dungeons. Not so much right now because the game's in a bit of a lull. We know that the wipe's coming, so no one's really playing the game. There's like 100 people playing the game right now across all servers. But that's why I don't show you guys exploits and stuff here on the channel. Pack state changes? Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Tangia Maven. Really appreciate it. If you guys want to interact with Tangia yourselves, type ! Tangia in chat. But yeah, that's why I don't show off exploits here on the channel. I don't like to endorse exploits. We don't use them as a clan. I don't endorse them as a clan or as a leader. I think that they're terrible for the economy. The economy is going to be dead on arrival if they don't wipe our items because people have a lot of things that are going to be in the influx into the economy. The gold is going to be worthless because of the unnatural supply and demand that's going to be taking place. There's going to be a massive, I've been told by sources that they know of people personally that have over 130 of a certain type of the most rare pleasure pants sigil in the game. A single person because they've just farmed. That stuff's not okay in my opinion. That needs to be wiped. That needs to be corrected. I would like to see them do it a precision scalpel method. There are certain games that go in and they will actually, like Star Citizen, for instance, if somebody's exploiting and cheating, they'll actually go in and adjust their personal bank account individually because they can track those exploits and stuff. I would like to see them do something like that, but I'm okay with a big world wipe. I mean, there's so many items in rotation right now that shouldn't be, that I think we need a wipe in order for the economy to not be dead in the water. I'm not going to be using the economy at first. I'm going to be checking it out and messing with it and bringing you guys the info on how it works and stuff. But in terms of actually putting value into it, we're going to be bartering still, because when the money becomes worthless, you can't feed yourself with dollar bills. You can't even wipe your ass with them because they're filled with drugs and diseases and stuff. So money's going to be worthless if it has no real value, and it's not going to have any real value if the economy is destroyed because of a massive influx of rare items that were obtained by cheating. That's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think about that, but I'd be okay with an item wipe. But I think we're going to be keeping our items. Who really knows? But they can't really wipe our items and then not fix the exploits, because people will just do it again. I don't know how these exploits aren't fixed. They have fixed some of them day one. We got a patch delayed because we all mass reported the backdoor entrance exploit where you could go into a dungeon, kill the boss, leave, and then go back in and it would have been respawned. They have since fixed that. There are a bunch of other exploits though, and I think that those need to get fixed with these big updates. And hopefully they just haven't been telling us about them, but I really, really hope that these are fixed and that they do a full wipe for us at some point. But we signed up for wipes. We know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. We know these wipes are going to take place. Let's catch up on some chat here. Lots of snow, but no trees, Maven says up in that part. The relaunch with different maps, it will feel brand new again. Bring on the wipe. Absolutely. Katie says, I agree. EOTB says chainsaw. Chainsaw's not, but maybe a two-man saw. I can cut down a tree. That'd be pretty cool, actually. You have a saw where one person stands on each side and they saw it back and forth. That'd be pretty cool. Maven says the name of those pants. Yeah, they're literally called the pleasure pants. It's hilarious. Warfighter says a 465 24-hour peak. Let's see. Let's pull it up here and let's refresh the page. It's peaked right now, actually. Right now is the highest population of the past 24 hours. There's 479 people playing. And this is over Steam, so there are more people than this. And this is, I mean, we talked about this before too. There's two ways this number could be reported. There is an API that allows servers to report player counts back to the Steam databases and stuff. So this could be everybody across all platforms. Or if they're not doing that, it could just be the number that are on Steam. So there could be more people than this, but it's still a far cry from what it should be and a far cry from what it was. The past 24-hour peak, just before this one, like yesterday, it was like 200 and something. So it has doubled here. If we zoom in on let's go into the 48 hours. You can see back here, 464, down to like 200, down to 193. I think that was its lowest low right there. It dipped down into the 100s. Let's look at the past week. Down to 300, 200, 197, 195 right there is the lowest. 193. 193 looks to be the lowest player count there, but we're up to 479. I think that's because the devs have told people that they're going to potentially be keeping their items and stuff. So I think people are farming and collecting resources and things like that. But look at that, 11,531 at its launch. The good old days. But here you can see it peaked right there. And you can see the steady decline, which, gaming has those peaks and valleys. So it's to be expected, guys. I mean, those peaks and values happen. Yah says, LOL, yeah, I got them pleasure pants on. Oh, you got some pleasure pants? Nice. YouTube says, butt money, hashtag. Let's continue down here in their post, reshaping the world. Since the start of early access, you have now roamed through every corner of Gallia, and our world team has received a ton of feedback. Here are a few things we've learned along the way and how it's helping reshape the world in the literal sense. So guys, they're listening to our feedback. They're taking our info that we're giving them, all of the F8 reports. Make sure you guys put in F8 reports. Make sure you guys are hopping in chat here so we can bring mainframe the info about what we want to see brought into the game. Be vocal about it because the world is being shaped around us. Warfighter says it's still early in development. Yeah, it's really early in development. And the devs have even said that they're using early access as a beta. Normally it goes like closed alpha, then you have your closed beta, open beta, then you go into early access. That's just like traditional. They're using early access as their beta. They even said, was it too early to release the game? Maybe. They've even said that themselves. They've admitted it. I think it was a little bit too early, but hey, I'm along for the ride along with you guys. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of frustrating at times. I know people have said have shown their frustrations on the lack of information. I don't think they have a very good PR team. That's just my personal opinion. I think that they are lacking in the PR department. If they give us more to talk about, more regular posts about things that we know that we can look forward to coming in the patches. They've told us at the beginning a lot of the stuff that they're working on, but they did not tell us what was coming in the next patch. And I'm not saying we need patch notes. All I'm saying is if they tell us, hey, like Star Citizen does it, hey, these are the things we're really trying to get into this patch. We think that this stuff's going to be really good in this next patch. We're going to try and get this, and this in. May not happen, but this is what we're attempting to get in there. I think that goes a long way. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Warfighter. It is still early in development, that's for sure. Yas says, got to get them pants on. Sadly, I do not have them. Oh, you don't? German 3D printing nerd. How's it going? Welcome in, Crash. Hope you're having a great day today. Maven says, I know I have been very humbled and delighted with the new friends I have made along the way playing PAX. Absolutely. And that's why we are first and foremost a community. It has been great to hang out with you guys over on Discord, playing other games as well, and just building a community of really great people. I've already gotten my money's worth out of PAX Day 100-fold. The people that I've met along the way, the fun we've had, I've made my money back 100-fold. That's not the issue. I just want more regular updates and posts like this. It was funny too. Like 2 episodes ago, I said we need more posts on the website, not just on the Discord talking about stuff. And here we go. We got stuff on the website. It makes it easier to bring this format to you guys. So the reshaping of the world, they're listening to our feedback here, guys. They really are. And they're changing the world because of it. By shielding the home valleys with mountains, we wanted to grant the sense of coziness. In retrospect, we pushed it a bit too far. They can feel walled in at times. So we're adjusting the new terrain to have more open and natural feel, encouraging exploration and travel. That is pretty true. I mean, they made the home valleys, they do feel cozy though. I mean, let's be honest, they do feel cozy, but you almost can feel trapped in at times because the mountain ranges around them are so high. So it's really great to hear that they're going to be expanding them and opening up those walls and those borders a little bit. The cat died. How's it going? Congratulations on the giveaway. We're doing another giveaway this month, guys. Cat died one last month. So we're doing another giveaway. We're going to give away another copy of PAX Day. Leading up to this patch, a lot of people are going to be looking at PAX Day again, and we're going to be giving away a copy to a lucky subscriber who leaves a comment on our videos. The cat died says, I'm glad they opened it up a bit, give clans more prime building locations. Yeah, and I think trees are going to stop coming through our property with this update. They said a long time ago they were looking into that. Just like they said they're going to be increasing the durability of shields. Increasing the durability of shields is an easy thing to do. It should have already came, but I think they hold stuff and they want to put it out in these big patches, which you can say what you want about it, if it's good, bad, or indifferent. I think that they should do smaller patches. When it comes to things like increasing the durability of shields, just push those updates. But I'm not a dev. It's not my game. It's their game, and we're just along for the ride. You got to remember, guys, we can have opinions on these things, but it's their game. Just like with Star Citizen, it's their game. We're paying and we're funding it along the way, but it's ultimately their vision, their goal. They're going to do things how they want to, and we're just here for along the ride. But I'll always tell you guys the truth. I'm always about the truth. I will never bullshit you guys. I will always give you my opinions and my honest opinion on things. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, I will always tell you the truth. I do not shy away from that at all. But yeah, cat died. I agree. Give us some more prime building locations. And I think trees are going to stop coming through our location, our buildings in these locations as well. Maven says, I kind of really like our home valley with the ranges, to be honest. Well, I think we're still going to have mountain ranges. I don't think they're getting rid of the mountain ranges and the steep inclines and stuff within the home valleys. I think you're still going to have the peaks and valleys, but they're talking about the edges where you meet the other zones and where you meet the wildlands. They're like basically just a mountain range, right? You feel walled in, and there's the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 locations that you can go through the passes, which they do talk about down below. We're going to get into that as well. Those passes, some of them can be easily blocked off, but you only have several passes that even lead out of the valleys. I think they're opening that up. They're adding more entrances and exits into and out of these home valleys. So I think we're still going to have that coziness when it comes to the valleys, but it's going to be a little more open. Real cat died. The cat died says, thanks, bud. Yeah, no problem, man. Congratulations again. UTP says they've been doing that live bi-weekly or between weekly play and weekend play, we notice. The Cat Died says they want folks to build castles on mountainsides, which is cool. So there may be some great locations to scout out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what these home valleys are going to look like. I think it's going to be some really great changes. They go on to say here that many cliffs are now less steep, making the mountains climbing slightly less lethal. And we've added more mountain passes to make moving from one area to another easier. On the lethal side of things, and that's what I was talking about, they've added more passes to go from zone to zone and zone to wildlands. And I think that's great because then it's less likely to be blocked off by people. And again, they down below, we're going to get to it pretty soon here. They show us what they're doing to help combat some of the toxic builds that people have been doing. The Cat Died said, that is what we did on Bronnier. Big castle in the mountains, but everyone was tired of running up and down the stairs. Oh yeah, I could see that definitely happening. Voltaires, how's it going, buddy? Welcome into the stream. Great to see you again. Always ever grateful for new friends like Void, Sa, Maven, Noonie, and more. Life is more bearable when shared with friends. Thank you all. Oh man, I really appreciate that. I'm glad to have you as a friend as well, and all the people we've met along the way. It's really great to see you, Voltaires. Hope you're doing good. Let's give away, speaking of friends here, let's give away some channel subscriptions to everybody. Give me 1 second here. We're going to give away 5 memberships to give back to the community. Here we go. They're going out now. 5 channel memberships going out to 5 lucky people. If you choose to carry over your channel membership, you have a channel membership for a month now. And if you choose to carry it over, you will keep, I need to lower that volume of that notification a little bit. You will keep all of your perks. And if you link your YouTube to your Discord, you'll get the perks over on our Discord server as well. I'm going to be adding a channel. Maybe after I get back from our little trip here, I'll be adding another channel for verified members and for channel members. So that way we can keep up to date with everything behind the scenes. But there you go. There's our 5 gifted memberships. You can see the people who got them right there. Congratulations, guys. Let's continue on. But yes, Voltaires, 100%. I'm right there with you, man. Meeting the awesome friends along the way is one of the best things about PAX Day so far. They say we're lowering some of the mountain ranges, which combined with other changes opens up some impressive vistas. I do love the views in this game. This game is definitely a looker. It is a beautiful, beautiful game. Kevin says hello and thanks. Oh yeah, Kev, congratulations. You were gifted a month of membership. At the end of that month, if you guys choose to carry and roll those over, your star will be upgraded like everybody else's, and you'll get to keep all of your perks. I love the views in this game. Honestly, the vistas and the views, it's definitely a looker. It's a beautiful, beautiful game, and I look forward to see. Hopefully they fix those little mesh like the little mesh where they meet in the world and you can see under the map and stuff. Hopefully they fix that. There were some roads that were pretty janky. Hopefully they fix those as well. We're adding details to make a few valleys more unique. For example, Nuns in Inisgalia now has an aqueduct spanning a river. I look forward to that as well. I like the idea of each of these home valleys having something unique in them, making them special so they don't just feel like the same thing in a different place with some slightly different layouts. Actually having unique architectural design stuff in there is going to be really interesting to see. And so this has aqueducts now, and this is in a buildable area. So I wonder what's going to happen with that. Can you not build around it? Is it going to act like a road where you can't build near it? Hopefully it gets protected somehow. I would like to see the roads increased. They talk down below again about how they've added more roads, but let's continue on. I think I have this picture here. Hold on 1 second. That's not it. That's not it. I guess I don't have this one. This image here is what we're going to be talking about next, coming up. I guess I don't have that one, but there's aqueducts. I try to blow up the images for you guys to make them a little easier to see. Here and there in the heartlands, we're reworking rock formations to make them more suitable for building, which is really great to hear because that's what those home valleys are all about, is building, right? We've noticed that a lot of cool castles are placed in such areas, and we're trying to encourage that. Lastly, we're enhancing the roads. You'll now see more variety, from simple dirt paths to paved, quote, king roads, and we've increased their number to provide more routes across the land. This will also help reduce the chances of areas being blocked off by a few plots. Yeah, because that was a problem. Some areas were able to be blocked off with just a few plots, and it was kind of detrimental to travel. It made it, you had to go way around certain places and stuff. People were just really trolling with. I know some people want to play as like a gatekeeper or something like that. They want to role play, especially over on US East Danu RP. There's a lot of role play that happens, and some people, they want to role play as that gatekeeper or something. And I think that's okay as long as they have it open for people to be able to get through. Some of these images here, I don't know if I have those actually either. So the ones I have are showing the mountain pass being blocked off. But here you can see, I know it's kind of small on screen for you guys, but here you can see it's a dirt path changed over into looking a little more rough here. This one really shows it off good. You can see this one's kind of destroyed, and this one on the right here it's more paved, and it has the little curbs on it almost. Samomo, how's it going? Hit me with a triple brisket. I haven't had brisket in a while. We need to get some brisket. These roads look pretty nice though. I hope that they have a wider berth around them where you can't build right up to them. In the alpha, the second alpha, the wilderness alpha, you could build right up to the roads and even over top of the roads. So they have increased that berth a little bit where now you cannot build right up on them or over top of them. I'd like to see that increased even more. These roads, I think, need to be more substantial, especially in certain areas. But it'll be interesting to see what the no-go zone around these is going to look like. They say here, I have bigger images of this, but they say here, as an example, in Lavadon, a path from the home valley to the wildlands was easy to block. Now it looks like this. So this is what it currently looks like. I'm going to blow this up for you guys. This is where they're standing, right in this path. It looks like they died right there, actually. There's a skull and crossbones right behind them, but this is where they're standing. And this is what it looks like currently. People are able to block these things off pretty easily. I mean, that's probably 2 plots. I think that's probably 2 plots there. And they blocked off not only the water pass, but also there's no road there. So they could block that off. Because again, you can't build over the roads right now. God Silent Grace, big shout out to you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Big shout out to you for getting me those little videos of the valleys changing. We're going to show those off here. So thanks for sending those over to me. Rebecca, great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the stream. So here is a blocked off pass. Red says, used to look like a tight canyon. Soon it will be a gapping river valley. Yes, and we're going to show that off here. So this is what it used to look like, and it's easily blocked off by a player with just a couple plots. Soon it will look like this, and here they have their images. I'm going to blow these up for you guys. This is where they're standing again, right here, looking through this. Maven, join the Junior Sleuths. Thank you for becoming a channel member, Maven. Really appreciate that. For those of you who don't know, we have 3 tiers of membership. You can become a Junior Sleuth, a Senior Sleuth, or you can join the Sleuth Squad. So thank you for the support. Our channel memberships grow every single day. Thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot to me to know that you guys appreciate my work and like my work enough to want to support it. So thank you for that, Maven. Huge shout out to Maven and all of my other channel members. You guys can see the join button down below. That's how you can become a channel member. So we're looking through this pass right here. It's the same pass, and this, again, this is what it used to look like. It's all blocked off. Here it is now. Big open valley. Well, not really a valley, but big open pass with a road going through it. That's the important part, is that there's a road here now. You can't build on the roads, which means that this pass can never fully, truly be blocked off. The river looks a lot bigger. The mountains are less steep on the sides. Ultimately, this is just a better looking pass. Maven says, buy you some brisket. Oh, I definitely will. We're going to be going out of town here tomorrow. We won't be back for several days, but I foresee brisket during the trip. This should be a fun trip, but we're going to scout out some places and have a little fun along the way. But I do definitely see brisket in my future. The beta guy says, somebody say brisket. Yes. I love brisket, guys. If you don't know that, that's why we have an emoji for it here on the channel as well. Maven says, question, can you climb up those hills on horseback when those hit the game? We have no idea, actually. We don't have a lot of information. We don't have hardly any information about mounts at all. I don't think horses are coming in this patch. I really don't. Some people are very hopeful for it, and they're holding out, hoping that that's going to be added. I don't think we're getting mounts. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But we don't really know, to be honest. I don't know. I don't think you're going to be able to Skyrim up a mountain if that's what you're asking. So again, before, there's the pass. Very tight. The mountains are super, super high. Very skinny river with no road. And here's what we have now. Nice, big, open path. And if you notice in the bottom right corner, let me see if I have the image here. Hold on one second. Yes, this is it. In the bottom corner, you'll notice it looks like some spells. Here is a zoom in of those spells down there. We went over in the last episode of PaxCast some other spell icons that we didn't know what they were. I think we're getting a lot of new spells with this patch. Now, these could just be included in the dev patch or the dev build, and we're not actually getting them coming to into our hands, but it is on the roadmap, new spells. Make sure you check out the last episode of PaxCast. We go over what we think those last spells were. This is a zoom in on those new spells that are in the bottom corner of that image that we just had of that new passage. Looks like a foot with lightning bolts on it. Maybe that's either speed, maybe it's a hamstring of sorts. There's an hourglass with a heart in the top. No idea what that could mean. Maybe that's, God, I don't even know what that would be. And then there's a lightning bolt with wind blowing, and the last one there is Pilgrim's Fire. But a lightning bolt with wind blowing. I think we're going to be getting some type of elemental magics coming in. Who knows? But let me know what you guys think about these. What do you think these could mean? I love breaking these down and doing theory craft along the way in the middle of these PaxCasts, because that's what it's all about, right? Trying to figure out the stuff that's coming out and talking about the new things that we know about, as well as the things that we don't know. The beta guy says transportation DLC soon. I hope not. I hope with it being a subscription model beta guy that we don't actually get microtransactions and things like that. I'm okay with expansions, and I'll buy expansions for the game for sure, but microtransactions aren't. I'm not a fan of those. YouTube says pack mules or guided on foot versus ride. That would be cool. Being able to have a pack mule to be able to move stuff around and be a traveling merchant, especially with the new merchant tables and stuff, that would be really, really awesome. I would love to see that. Maven says, ha ha ha, he knows the way. Katie says, this is such a big change, so much better. I agree. That pass change is really, really great to see. I'm looking forward to it. Deadbird says, mounts in this update would be crazy. I agree, it would be crazy, but I want crazy. I would not be opposed to it. I don't think anybody would be opposed to as much content as they want to give us. We are all starving for not only content, but information. Valtteri says, this is the way I have spoken. EUTB, speed, freeze time, weather, smite, strike. So you think the first one is speed. The next one is freeze time. You think we're going to get time magic? Make like some type of time dilation or something? That would be pretty interesting. I don't know how that would work or fit into the game, but interesting thought there nonetheless. And you think the last one is smiting strike or smite strike? Like some type of some elemental stuff going on there? I hope so. Elemental magic would be really, really cool. The Cat Died says, I assume they are spells you can obtain from the smaller camps they introduce in the game, the solo and duo PvE gameplay. They could redistribute all the spells altogether. These could be new spells for the higher up ones, and all the spells that we currently have are going to go down the chain a little bit. Who knows? We don't really know, but I think that these are going to be pretty powerful spells, whatever they are. I think these may be newer, more powerful spells, and I think that the smaller camps are going to have maybe some of the basic heals and stuff, because those help the smaller, like if you have a group heal, like the Elector's Barbuda or something, not the Elector's Barbuda, that's a single or a 2-person heal. The Canoness Hauberk, that helps you to keep a small group, 1, 2, 3 people alive really, really well. I mean, it helps bigger groups too, but that's pivotal to be able to take out smaller camps. So I think a lot of those heals are going to be moving down the chain, and some of these may be new spells that are coming in these bigger, more refined camps. Because we did talk about the new ring forts. A previous episode of PaxCast, we showed those off. The ring forts are getting a change as well. The cat died said, oh, they already said, I already read that one. Katie says, even how the game is now, I am still finding new things to do and level up. It hasn't gotten old yet. And that's the thing. The game has a ton of content in it currently. I love this game. This game has a ton of content in it, even in its current state. It's just for larger groups. Like I have a clan of over 130 members. We fly through content so fast because we're able to pool our resources. We're able to work together and really get people's skill levels up higher. We're able to make things a lot faster than a lot of people. We can go in and clear any dungeon that we want. I mean, like pretty much week one, almost day one, we were clearing the hardest dungeon in the game. The absolute hardest dungeon in the game, we cleared it, no problem. We basically steamrolled it day one, just about. I mean, you go back, watch my 30 days of PaxCast, or of PAX Day. 30 days of PAX Day was my first experiences with everybody, building up the clan, having fun in our first days in PAX Day. And we absolutely obliterated all the content in this game. We flew through it. And that's not to say that you can't RP and stuff. Like that's what's kept it alive a long time for us, was being able to do the RP. And that's why we love the US East Danu RP server, because RP really does keep this stuff alive. We need to be able to sit down. We need permissions. We need allied clan statuses and stuff like that. We need the war system. We need PvP. We need things like that to really help us keep it alive with RP. But the RP really does help keep the game alive. But there's a lot to it, Katie. You're absolutely right. There's a lot to do, especially for small groups and stuff. And I think that's why they were avoiding doing a wipe, like a full wipe, because the small clans, you guys have a small groups, they've accumulated some items. Whether you did it the right way or the wrong way is to be said, but you guys have accumulated a lot of stuff that is going to be needed in the future, and they don't want to send you back to the Stone Age because they probably think that would be off-putting to a lot of small groups. I think that's why they're really trying really hard to keep the items and stuff that you have collected somehow, but we still don't know for sure that we're going to be keeping that stuff. What I personally think is going to happen is, I think they didn't wipe our skills for a reason. I think we're going to be getting a couple new tiers of equipment. And that's why they want us to be able to test them out right away by not resetting our skills. They only seem to be resetting the things that need to be reset. UTB says, movement, halt of time, a pushback thing like an airbender. What would the lightning be on it then? I don't know. I'm not sure. But nevertheless, we know now several new spells that we're going to be getting, hopefully pretty soon. Let me make sure I find my right image here. Oop, that's too far ahead. Here we are. So there it is. That's where I took that image from. It was in the bottom right corner, and that's what the new pass is going to look like. Let's continue on here with this update. Landscape art. The new map of Gallia brings an opportunity to enhance how our biomes function, aiming to improve overall progression while making the wildlands and heartlands more distinct. I love the wildlands. I don't know about you guys. The wildlands are my favorite places. That and the dungeons, those are my favorite places in this game. The wildlands truly feel like an untamed wildlands, like you're just going out into the frontier. I'm kind of worried for when they bring in the ability to build out there, which is presumably going to come with the night update and the church system and stuff, because they said you're going to be able to have baronies out there, and they have talked about how that's going to be a PvP zone. I think we're getting PvP with this update. I just have a feeling. I have no fact to back it up. That's just my theory craft, but I think we're going to be getting PvP with this update in the greater area of Gallia, out in the wildlands. We'll see though. But they're talking about how this is going to allow them to make them more distinct in the heartlands and in the wildlands. The heartlands now feature a more limited range of 3 base biomes, along with 2 advanced biomes. While the base biomes remain consistent across the heartlands, the advanced biomes will vary between different heartlands. And this is great to see. This is going to give variety and give reason to go and explore or choose a different heartland. The heartlands will all have 3 different base biomes, and then each of them will have 2 distinct, unique biomes that will they're not all going to be 100% unique, I don't think. They might be. But let's say, like, we're currently in Tremin right now, in the province of Caries. Is Tremin going to have 2 unique biomes that are found nowhere else? I don't think so. I think it's going to be, like, in the province of Caries, Tremin has biome A and biome B. And then Bronir will have biome C and biome D. And then maybe the other 2 or 3 homelands will have maybe something unique, or maybe they'll share some crossover between them. Maybe it's a pool of like 5 unique biomes, and they're going to be distributed across the homelands. We don't really know, or the heartlands. We don't really know for sure. But it's going to be great to see some distinct features being brought into each of these biomes, or each of these heartlands, allowing you to explore these different biomes across them. In the wildlands, we're introducing a new biome called the Corrupted Plains. The land is tainted by demonic forces, where you are more likely to encounter the cult of Zeb. And I have this image right here. This is a blown up version of that image they had there. It looks really cool. There's like strange growths or weird things going on with these stick tree things coming up out of the ground. It looks to be kind of like a shrubland. And in the background, you can see presumably that looks like a new building. I don't think that's currently in the game. I think that's a new building layout for the Zebian. EOTB says a heal over time for one of the spells. Maybe. That'd be pretty interesting. Maven says, I know there's been some amazing player-made music as well. Discord is where you can find a lot if you're curious about. Yeah, so over on our Discord, we have a section for user songs where people have made songs using Suno AI. We also have a section for our journey. I don't want our builds to just disappear with the Oblivion that is coming, with the apocalypse that is about to happen. Take screenshots, guys, and put them over in our journey. On our Discord, we have a room that is dedicated to our journey, which is a place to put all of the fun adventures and screenshots of all of your awesome builds and things that you've done along the way before the impending apocalypse that is about to ravage our land. So take your screenshots, take your videos, take all of your stuff, put them over in there in our journey so we can share them for years to come. And we're going to be having, again, our party, the Omen of Oblivion, A World's End, will be taking place Saturday, October 26th, 2024. We'll be gathering at 5:30 Central Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The event will start at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's just going to be a fun way to get together, show off Bloodhaven, hang out with everybody, have a little RP event while we wait for the apocalypse to happen. So make sure you guys come and hang out with us. We're going to have a lot of fun doing that. Katie says, I'm a noob. How do I take screenshots? I use Lightshot or Flameshot to take screenshots. They're programs that allow you to just push your print screen and then select where on the screen you want to zoom in on. You can also just hit the print screen button and it should save it to one of your folders. I think there is a built-in screenshot button, but I highly recommend Flameshot. Flameshot is a really nice program. It lets you press the print screen button and then you can click and drag which part of the screen you want to actually have in the screenshot. It's really, really nice. Maven says, sorry, I know I don't always type in the narrative-friendly manner. How much would a Pax chuck if a Pax chuck could chuck wood? Chop, chop. Pickle, how's it going? Welcome into the stream, buddy. Great to see you. Did they give a date on the wipe yet? No, they have not given a... Well, they've given a range of dates, kind of. They said, like last week, they said... Hopefully within a month, they hope to have the wipe out or the patch out. And then this week they said, I think in a week or so, we'll have more info down below. They said that we'll be getting more info. So I'm assuming that it's going to come at the end of October, beginning of November, somewhere around there. That's what I'm guessing based on the information that they've given us, but they have not like set a date yet, which is okay. They've told us they're narrowing it down. They've told us when we can somewhat expect it, but we are getting ready for it. We're having Sanguine Council meetings leading up to it. Getting ready for the wipe. So make sure if you're in the Order of the Blood Brothers, pay attention to our private event room, and we're going to be having another Sanguine Council coming up pretty soon, I think. EOTB says via Windows, Shift, use the Windows key and S key. Bean says donkeys. I think that they don't really know, to be honest. I think that it's hard to say. They have dragged us along for a while, and people have gotten pissed about it. I think they're just playing it safe. At least they told us we hope to get that out within a month, and they're giving us more of a narrowed down time frame. So I think that's pretty good at least. Maven says we have an event upcoming though to send Bloodhaven 1.0 off. Yeah, we are going to be having that apocalypse party. We're going to have the Omen of Oblivion, A World's End, Saturday, October 26th at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's when everyone will start to gather. F12, if using the game in Steam. Oh yeah, you could take Steam screenshots as well, Katie, with F12. But yeah, I definitely want to see everybody's builds. I don't want them to just fade into nothing with this wipe. So put those screenshots over in our journey where they can live forever and ever and ever. Those will always be there. We can always reflect back upon them. But here's the picture of the new biome that we're going to be getting. It looks to be a new building in the background as well. If you guys notice anything in these pictures that I miss, make sure you let me know so that way we can talk about it and we can go over it, because I'm not perfect. I mean, I miss things, and people have brought a lot of different stuff to my attention when it comes to these images. So that is a new biome in the Wildlands called the Corrupted Plains. It looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Hopefully we get some new buildings and some new enemies out there as well. We're also rolling out several updates to each biome to give each biome more character. Ancient trees will now populate the enchanted forests like Whisper Woods. Strange growths will be found in the demonic biomes such as the Corrupted Plains. The trees in the eerie pine biome are getting a fresh new look. Music will adapt based on the biome and the time of day, further enhancing immersion. Yes, I am looking forward to the overhauls of these biomes, guys. They're not just redoing the map and changing where mountains are and making wider rivers and roads. They're actually enhancing all of the existing biomes with new stuff in them. I love this. I absolutely love this stuff. It's like when I make a Minecraft world, I love increasing the distribution of interesting things along that world. That's what this is to me right here. Ancient trees, strange growths, and new trees in the eerie pine biomes. I think I have these images blown up. Let me see. That's different. Do I not? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I do. Okay. These images right here, this was the devs talking over on Discord. This was the conflicting statement that the devs put out. They said that they're working on a way to be able to keep our items for us with this wipe. We talked about this in the last episode of PaxCast as well. Mainframe dev here said in French, replying to somebody, but then it was translated, the wipe will be total. Only your character with his gear will remain, who will have to choose a shard and a new plot location. All of this will be explained soon. So I took that literally, and I think that means that we're only keeping our character with their gear and we're not keeping our stuff. But then they came out again and said that you will keep your stuff. They're all over the place. I don't know, but that's what these images are. This right here is presumably the new trees in the Eerie Pine Grove, or it's an ancient tree will now populate the Enchanted Forest. I'm not too sure which one this is, but that tree looks awesome. You can see more of them in the background as well, and they look to have some variance to them. They're not just a copy pasta, but that is a really cool looking tree. I look forward to finding things like this throughout the world. EOTB says, I think badgers chuck wood in this game over beavers. Just saying. That'd be cool if they added beavers, though. God Silent Grace says, sent you pics of gear on Inquisition. I did grab those already, actually. Not the ones that you just sent me, but I saw them on your other post, and I did snag them. That was a good catch. We'll talk about that as we get down to those, to the rework of them here soon. EOTB says, Corrupted Plains, move all the infected mobs to that area. I do think there's something to be said about the corruption seeping into other areas, though, EOTB. So I think that we do need some level of presence of the corruption in some of the other areas. But I know what you're saying. Raven says, I am betting they will tuck resources into a journal or some sort. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that they're going to have a global inventory where you'll be able to pull your stuff from it. Again, I would like to see it just wiped, but that's just me personally. I know a lot of people would like to see it actually just pure wipe. Get rid of it all. But there's the ancient trees. This is, oh, we're not onto that yet. I think I'm missing some of the images here, blown up. But you can see there's some hanging stuff in those weird looking buildings there and a creepy looking tree in the bottom right corner. They go on to say, as you might have noticed from these examples, oh, you know where I got the pictures from? I got the pictures from their Discord, and I don't think they had them all on there. So not all these images I have blown up versions of. As you may have noticed from these examples, we're also renaming some biomes to give them more distinctive identities that better reflect their inhabitants. Rest assured, however, the names of the provinces and the home valleys will remain unchanged. So they're not going to be changing the names of our provinces and stuff, but these biomes are getting renamed, and I have a key that I'll show you guys down below when we get into the actual map changes and stuff. We'll get over that. We'll go over that as well. New PvE progression. New PvE progression. One major focus for us in the upcoming patch is to allow players to find adventures earlier in the game. As such, the most important changes we're making are to the positions of PvE encounters. So they're going to be making it a lot more user-friendly early on. They want to have people getting engaged with the Inquisition and the other NPCs and the other outposts and POIs and stuff like that earlier on. They did talk about this before, how they're going to be reworking. I didn't even notice that. There's a Zebian inside that picture right there on the left. They're going to be reworking a lot of the early game content for new players. And I think that's why a wipe is going to be really good as well. Again, if you want to win a copy of PAX Day, partake in our giveaway this month, subscribe to the channel, leave comments on all the uploads if you're wanting to get into PAX Day. Hopefully, we'll be able to do the giveaway right before the update comes out, but we'll see. We're introducing numerous enemy camps throughout the provinces. Several camps in the home valleys are designed for solo and duo play. So again, they're making it a lot more small group friendly. It's still a social game. You're still going to want to trade with people. You're still going to want to pool resources and go and visit other people and things like that. There still is going to be that social aspect to the game, but I think it's good that they're bringing this to more solo players. Maybe you have a smaller clan and you want to be able to go and do some of this stuff more easily without having to work with another clan or a larger clan or a random group of people in order to get enough people to be able to go to the big dungeons. That's where this solo and duo play is really going to come in. UTB says, better new player interactions. Most games, a bear fight for a skilled player is less traumatic as this game has it now. Oh yeah, fighting the bears. I mean, I do like how hard the bears are, because if you really came across a bear, I don't care if you're in full armor and you're a well-trained knight, I don't even know, like, that's gonna be a tough fight. That bear is gonna mess you up. Bears are insane. So they're introducing these new camps into the map. They go on to say these camps are tied to specific biomes and grounded in clusters of grouped in clusters of 5 to 7 small encounters. I think this is those little tents that we saw on the map. The last episode of PaxCast, we went over the map changes and we zoomed in on some of the new icons. There's these little map icons now that have symbols associated with them. I think that's indicating what type of encounter those will be. And I think the small little tents are these little camps. I could be wrong, but that would be my assumption. Some biomes have many sites, while others will have few or none. And there you can see one of such camps. It looks like a Zebian treasure trove of sorts. There's like, they have those tables in the dungeons filled with meat and whatever. There's something else in the background too. If you look in the back right, there's some tower along with seeing those big trees. Guys, this is going to be so cool to explore and see all of this new stuff. Day one, we're going to be there. Make sure you guys are tuning in, because day one, we're going to be there. I'm probably going to start another 30 days of PAX Day. We're probably going to do another 30 days of PAX Day, guys. Let me know what you think about that as well. But we're probably going to do 30 days of PAX Day, a new world or something like that. Or, rebuilding after the apocalypse. We're going to put some little spin on it. But I think we're going to do something like that again. It's going to be a lot of fun. But there is some tower in the background with a fire burning. I'm not too sure what that is. And then you could see several of those big trees. Are those birds in the sky? It almost looks like directly above the tower. I know it's hard for you guys to see there on stream, but it almost looks like a bird in the sky. I'm not too sure there. Let me know what you guys think of these changes too. They go on to say, we've also added some entry-level cave dungeons into the home valleys. Additionally, we are rebalancing the distribution of enemies to ensure it aligns with the respective biomes and creatures, and creates a more logical progression. Higher tier enemies will primarily be found in higher tier biomes. In other words, the Cult of Zeb won't have much presence in the home valleys. So they're still going to have some presence, and I think it's going to be these small groups like this, where you just have like 1 or 2 people around a table where they're collecting meat or whatever the hell they're doing, all of their pestilence. But I don't think we're going to see those big camps anymore. Branches maybe? I don't know if that's a branch. It's right here. There's something floating here. I can see it on my end, but you guys can't see it. It looks like a bird. That'd be far for it to be a branch. This could be a branch, the end of a branch up in the top left, but this might be a bird or something. I don't know. Or some floating debris. These are really good changes, I think. They're adding in these smaller changes. God Silent Grace says there's a legend on the map that tells. Yeah, and I have a blown up picture of that we'll get into. But I think these are really great changes. This is going to be fun to explore, even for our big clan, but primarily for smaller clans and smaller groups and solo players to be able to go to these things and experience a smaller scale of what the bigger clans have been experiencing throughout our journey. So they're going to have entry-level cave dungeons. Right now we have the big wolf caves. I'm looking forward to seeing what these entry-level caves are going to be like. Tronox, how's it going? He says, yo, happy Friday. Great to see you, Tronox. Thanks for stopping by. We are deep into this. You're going to have to go back and re-listen to the previous episodes of PaxCast as well as the beginning of this one. But we're getting deep into this. Some of the map changes and the new POIs, presumably some new enemies. It looks like maybe some new gear as well. We're going to blow up some of these images as we get further down into this. But these entry-level dungeons and little POIs and stuff, I think are really going to add a lot of life to new players who maybe don't yet have a big clan or a party to hang out with. This is going to be a big patch. We're getting those nameplate changes, the economy, the social rework, the combat, more soloable content, the map rework, those nameplate changes that we talked about, party and clan tag changes. This is going to be big. The world it's almost going to feel like a new game, I think. I think the crafting with the new crafting journal. Oh yeah, we're getting that journal. We're getting the crafting journal as well. I think the world's going to feel drastically different. Well, Terry says trainer dungeons, horror light. Essentially, yeah, they're going to be little training dungeons for you to go through. Tronox says my prediction on the road changes and valley border changes were right. Yeah, they're reducing those they're increasing the size of the valleys and reducing the mountain ranges quite a bit. I'm looking forward to that, honestly. So there you have it. There's some of the smaller POIs that they're going to be introducing. The Inquisition faction is getting a complete revamp with a new look. Still a work in progress, of course. We know that, Mainframe. We know all this is a work in progress. We know things are going to change. They're going to change how they look, all that stuff. We know that it's a work in progress. Along with new camps and strongholds. We did show off some new ring forts, and we've seen a lot of images now. Maybe I'll put together another stream with a compilation of all of the different things that we know are coming, that we've seen pictures of and stuff like that. Along with new camps and strongholds, although the Inquisition citadels aren't ready yet, so presumably that means they word things weird sometimes. Presumably that means that the citadels are not coming with this update because they're not ready. I think they mean they're not ready for this update. They will serve as mid-tier dungeons in the future. I look forward to seeing some real Inquisition dungeons. Because right now we have the Zebian dungeons. We don't actually have any Inquisition dungeons. We blew up some of these images to show off these armor these guys are wearing as well. But this looks like a completely new camp. Whole new camp. You can see their banners there. Nice towers in the background. Presumably going to have some bosses in there. This looks really cool right here. The lost souls, our ghostly enemies, are being progressively redesigned and will now only appear in haunted biomes, both in the wildlands and select home valleys. So some select home valleys will presumably have the Ghostlands biome. And this is going to be the only places that you're going to find these lost souls. And it looks like they look different now. They look like a shadow entity almost. I am really looking forward to seeing this expanded upon. For those of you who don't know, we're on an RP server and we're an RP clan. We have an enclave within the Order of the Blood Brothers called the Hollow Aegis. The Hollow Aegis is a supernatural hunting group that we RP with. We have a bunch of videos coming out about Gwendolyn's storyline. So make sure you guys are staying tuned to the channel to see those videos where we do a lot of RP stuff. And we had some really, really great adventures with that. And I think the Hollow Aegis is going to have some part in the event that's coming up for this apocalypse party. But I love these ghosts and all the mystical stuff in this game. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to be doing with them in the future. But there you have Inquisition camps, again, we're going to blow up some of this stuff and look at their gear. And you have the Lost Souls. This brings us down to the end of this post here. The map has been updated with new icons indicating which factions control enemy camps and ruins, and new icons for customized marks that have been added as well. Overall, these changes aim to create a more natural PvE experience with a clear progression that rewards exploration. We have more in store for you, they say, but we also want you to discover some of the new content for yourself. And I respect that. I really do. There's something to be said about having that balance between showing us what you're working on, showing us what's coming, giving us patch notes, and letting us explore stuff for ourselves. I'm okay if they just tell us there's some new enemies, but we're not going to tell you what they are. You're going to have to go find them. There's some new POIs. There's some new dungeons. There's some new this or that, or these changes, those changes. But we're not going to tell you exactly what they are. You're going to have to find them for yourselves. I love that mystery. So I think they're striking up a good balance between that here at the end by saying some of the content you're going to have to find for yourselves. They're going to be disclosing more of this, I think. They say we should be able to provide a date for the patch in the coming days, so stay tuned. I think probably within a week, we'll have a set date for the patch. I can't say for sure, but I think within a week, we're going to have an actual set date. And I think that's probably going to be 2-3 weeks out, maybe 4 weeks out, maybe a month away from now on the outset. I don't really know for sure, but that would be my guess. I have some blown up images I want to go over with you guys as well. There's the tree. There's, what is this? This is one of those camps, and it looks like it has a ghostly figure there on the right-hand side. See him standing there? That may be one of those. This is a small camp inside the Ghostlands. I hope these have some lootables in them as well. You can see something else in the background there. Here is that map legend blown up. So you can see we have the biomes renamed, and we have some of those new icons. I'm going to make this even bigger, actually. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make this pretty big so we can read this. We have the Blessed Meadows, Rolling Hills. Old Forest has a half a skull. Shrublands has a whole skull. Evergreen Forest, 2 skulls. Lands of Stone, 2 skulls. Drowned Lands, probably like the swamp and stuff, 2 skulls. The Pale, 3 skulls. Forsaken Forest, 3 skulls. Airy Pines, 3.5 skulls. Corrupted Plains, which we saw that new biome, 4 skulls. Cursed Rocklands, 4 skulls, and Whisperwoods, 4 skulls. So this looks like to be a difficulty scale, and that's where we're going to find. I love this. This is bringing a lot of RPG elements and a lot of MMO elements into the game now, which I think are really going to be good for the game in the long run. But you can see the different difficulties now of the zones that you're going to be encountering in the world, and the Corrupted Plains are one of the harder endgame zones. You can see the locations. You have Inquisition, which are that Pax cross symbol. Lost Souls. Remember the mustache that we were talking about before on the map in last episode of PaxCast? That mustache is the Lost Souls. That marks the Lost Souls. And the Zebians are that looking spider thing. So yeah, we were spot on with some of that stuff. But Lost Souls is the mustache there. Petridae is the big stone. Ancient Stella is the little respawn stones. Skull and crossbones are your remains. You have landmarks with the eye. We've gone to some of those landmarks on stream. If you guys would like to see those, make sure you check back in my streams. You'll see us go to some of those landmarks. They are big, very key and pivotal points that are unique all on their own. Quarries have 2 icons now, a big and a small quarry. Standing stones, those are like those Stonehenges. Ruined Mill, Caverns, Ancient Ruins, 3 tiers. We have the Imperium Ruins. So you have 1, 2, 3, and a tier 5. Those are dungeons. And the Border Fortresses. There's 3 of them now. Hold on, let me see. There's 3 of them now. I don't know what the difference is between these 2 right here. These 2 on the left, I can't tell the difference between them. And then you have the ruined ones. So those Border Fortresses are what we use to go between the lands. And then here's some of the new icons that we have. You can see these towers have the Pax symbol on them. These little camps have the Pax symbol. That's the cross thing. That's for the Inquisition. So all of those are Inquisition right there. Over here, you can see these are the ghosts, and they're in the ghost lens. We have some new icons that we can use on the map. A flower, a pear, a heart, an eye, exclamation point, money symbol. Some new icons for us to use there as well. But there you have it. There's the new biome difficulty scales. What do you guys think about this? Volteri says, mid-tier dungeons, so not all out. Brawling, nightmare-induced terrors, just a brief sniffle. A small tear in one's eye, the emotional satisfaction of a little cry that we all need sometimes. UTB says, make the world alive. All for mobs, wildlife, cross NPCs interaction. Oh, that would be cool to have cross NPC interactions. I'd like to see patrols and stuff. I think we might get that when the game goes full release, but I'd like to see patrols. That was one of the things I loved to do with Skyrim. I would give the patrols of Skyrim and they would have all the different factions warring with each other out on the map and stuff. It was pretty cool to come across. Oh, I like the map markers, better resource for items like farm. Yeah, it's going to be really good to be able to see these things. You can see exactly what you're getting yourself into now, which I think is going to be great for new players. Maven says, I think this is all going to be great to gauge if we can tackle things single or in small groups versus mustering up a whole dungeon task force. UTB says less mobs spawning on top of those areas versus in them. Oh yeah, hopefully they fix those caves, by the way, too, because there's a bug right now where all the mobs are spawning up on top of the caves, guys. Hopefully they get that fixed. Maven says standing stones are sacred. UTB says PvP path, non-PvP path, and not open yet for added zones. Yeah, great to see you. Yeah says living in the new, loving the new look of the maps. Eeps, caps. Oh, it's okay, no problem. Yeah, the new maps look pretty damn good. I love seeing all of these little icons. I would like to see these not discovered until you go to them, though. Have a fog of war. Maybe after the game goes full release, have a fog of war. It'll keep the sense of exploration where you don't actually know these are, but as soon as you discover it, it'll uncover on your map. I think that'd be pretty fun, honestly. That's just my idea on that, but let me know what you guys think about that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's see what else we have in store for us. What is this? Oh, this was me zoomed in on that. So I did blow it up bigger. I don't remember actually making this, but I did blow it up bigger for us, a little cleaner. This one here, that's the spells that we already looked at. So here's potentially some new gear, guys. This is from one of the images up above. He's holding what looks to be a warhammer, a two-handed warhammer. It looks like it has a pointy end and a blunt end with like nodules on it, like 4 crenulations. The helmet has some red danglies on it. He's wearing a red robe, it looks like. Interesting stuff, but this could potentially be some new armor. Let me know what you guys think about this right here. Well, Terry says border fortress, open closed sword, and ruins. Is that an indication of a PvP zone? Did I miss that? Oh, let me pull it up. Where is it? On here? Oh no, this one. On here, you're saying? Where do you see that? Oh, on the border fortress. Is it? Is that a sword on there? It does look like swords. I guess that's telling you you're entering a PvP zone. You might be right there, Volterius. It's really, really hard for me to see that because it's over in my streaming window, so it's smaller on my end. I'm sure you probably could see that better than me, but it looks like this one right here in the middle for the border fortresses does have swords on it. You might be right there. Raven says, oh, nice. Katie says, I wonder if there will be like an ingredient directory or some kind of way to navigate or tell what certain things in game. Yeah, so we actually talked about that 2 episodes ago on PaxCast. They announced the journal, Katie. We're going to be getting a journal in game, which whenever you pick something up, it'll have a link that'll take you directly into the journal entry. It'll tell you what it's used for, all kinds of stuff. It's a whole compendium on what things are used for in the game. Make sure you check out 2 episodes ago, I think it was, on PaxCast. We went over that. But yeah, we're going to be getting a journal. EOTB says axe, pickaxe, single item, or a warhammer. It looks to be a 2-handed warhammer. I'm not too sure though, but it looks freaking awesome nevertheless. It looks like he's wearing some new boots and stuff too, but it's a little hard to tell. New chest piece with that red color on it. Maybe this is the colorations being brought in, but that's definitely a new helmet and a new weapon at very least. Bring on poison magic to players. We do actually have poison on items currently. You can get poison. There's a poison spear, I think, and some other stuff. So that stuff does exist. But you're talking like actual spells and magic. These are attached to items currently. But yeah, so we got a new armor. I think we're getting new tiers of equipment, guys. And let's see what we got here in this one. Oh, this is another blown up image of those Inquisition. Let me get this positioned here. It looks like the normal helmet, but look at this shoulder pads, chest pads. This looks to be some new armor here, if I'm not mistaken. It really does. Yeah, I was referencing the Warhammer having them. Or the Warhammer. So in our skills, we do have Warhammers listed. But this looks to be some like scale mail or something like that. It's got layers to it. Looks pretty damn cool. Let me know what you guys think about all of these upcoming changes. Are you guys excited for this new patch? I think there's going to be a lot of stuff in this patch that we just don't know about yet. I think there's going to be a lot of things for us to check out and explore and experience. I think there's a lot that they aren't telling us, and I think there's a ton that we just don't know about yet. But let me know what you guys think about all of this stuff. Katie says, I'm so excited. Yeah, we are as well. We're going to be playing on US East, Danu RP. So if you guys are wanting to do some RP, I'm kind of concerned that the devs are not enforcing in any way, shape, or form the RP server. Anybody is able to join over there, which they should be able to, but I have heard wind of several groups who are coming over to Danu RP just because of our population, and they have no intentions of role-playing at all. It's kind of concerning because I don't want it to ruin the RP community. Our server is dedicated to roleplay. Whether you do a lot of roleplay or a little roleplay, you should at least be open to roleplay if you're joining a roleplay server. But I think there's people who are going to be joining who are going to be ruining a lot of immersion. We'll see. Hopefully everybody is an upstanding citizen and acts in good faith, but time will tell. But we're going to be over on US East, Danu RP, hopping in day one. I'm not too sure which home valley we're going to go to yet. We're thinking that we're going to move to maybe an adjacent home valley. Maybe we're going to go to a whole new map altogether. We want to experience a lot of what the game has to offer. We want to move around and see all of these different things. We like to put little outposts in certain areas so that way we can have like a forward operating base to go and check the places out a lot better and be able to store stuff and have a place to recoup and recover for our clan along the way. But we are going to be going to US East, Danu RP. That's the server that we're going to be hanging out on. Let me refresh my overlay here. So if you guys would like to come and RP with us, make sure you're on US East, Danu RP. We don't know yet if they're going to allow moving of your character between servers. I hope not. I hope your character has to be locked on the same server, but you get to pick a new home valley. You could always change your home valley by going to the Petra Day and touching the stone, and you can actually swap your respawn point, which essentially moves your home valley over to the new location. Let's end this poll and see what people say here. So a lore podcast, 84%, there was 26 votes, 84% say yes, 15% say no. So it looks like the overwhelming majority of people would like a lore podcast. This would be something that would be a big time sink. It would be very complicated to, not very complicated to do, but it would be a lot of work because these would be curated videos. These would not be live streams. These would be curated podcast episodes talking about all the lore that we have. I will do my best. I'm going to see if I can't bring something like that into fruition. I'm going to start to gather a lot of lore on what we know already. If you guys have information on lore, help me to compile that on Discord. Maybe I'm going to open up a new channel over on Discord dedicated to lore. And keep in mind, the lore is also going to include our lore because we are living, breathing entities of this world. Our lore is the world's lore. We have a lot of stuff that has to do with the gods. We have a lot of stuff that we've made up with our own gods and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun to do a podcast like that. I'm going to try and get that underway. It may be a little while until it actually comes out, but I think that could be a lot of fun. 84% of you say yes. So I'll try and make it happen. Let me know what other types of content you guys want to see here on the channel as well. Are you looking forward to another 30 days of PaxCast? Should we do another month straight? Or not PaxCast, Pax Day, like we did when we first hopped in? Because this is going to feel like a whole new world. I know our skills aren't resetting, so there's not going to be as much grind, but we might be doing another 30 days of Pax Day with some really long, interesting streams for you guys. I hope everybody is excited for this. Once I know more information, we're going to be meeting here and we'll do another episode of PaxCast with you all. I think I'm going to be doing a chilling chat and theory crafting stream coming up soon as well, to just talk about these things in a much less formal platform. This, again, PaxCast is dedicated to bringing you guys the news first and foremost. As soon as we know something, I bring it to you. But if I do a more informal stream where we could do the chill and chat and theory craft, and we can talk a lot more about theory craft and stuff like that. I know you guys really like those streams, so I think we're going to be doing one of those probably when I get back in town coming up here. We're going to try firing up this lore podcast, but let me know what other content you guys want to see here on the channel. I love reading your chat, interacting with you guys. We had a bunch of people stop by this stream today. Make sure you guys share this around so we can spread the information to everybody far and wide. Maven says, hail Velskavard. Yeah, Velskavard's pretty damn cool. Things with our deities and things with our lore can change. I'm working on getting it all fleshed out and having it make sense. It's over on our wiki. If you type !wiki, you can get a link over there to wiki.cheekybugger.net, where we have our entire compendium of all of our stuff that we're coming up with for the world. Because again, our lore is the game's lore. We are coming up with things that are going to be a reality for us. So if you guys want to help that unfold, come interact with us over on Discord. Type !Discord to join the Cheeky Buggers United community Discord server. We always have a bunch of fun over there, hanging out, doing whatever we may be doing, playing different games. Because again, it's not just about PAX Day. Right now, a lot of people are playing Star Citizen and some other games while we wait for this patch to come out. So join our community. Come and hang out with us. Get the verified status. Get the verified CBU member status by going over to our website. Type !Website in chat. Submit an application. You don't have to join the Order of the Blood Brothers to join the Cheeky Buggers United. The Cheeky Buggers United is a collective of gamers, of really cool people coming together to be able to play games and have fun and just hang out and chat. So if you want to get into our Minecraft server, which is coming up really soon, it's in beta right now. You can get early access, beta access to that by becoming a verified member. Submit your application over on our website. There's an application section. All you do is register, click applications on the left, and then click create new topic or new thread, and it'll pre-populate with all the questions. Fill it out, submit it. If it's marked pending, check back. And if it's marked pending, that means that you are ready for your interview. Head over to Discord and get in touch with me, and we'll get you vetted over there. I'm really looking forward to the future of PAX Day, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of PaxCast. We have a subscriber goal of 1,000. If you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to help the channel to grow. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a 24-hour subathon where several hours, probably 2, 3, 4 hours, we put on the clock to start. And then you guys can extend that further and further into the future, closer and closer to the 24-hour mark by doing things like interacting with Tangia by typing !Tangia in chat, or by gifting channel memberships. All of those things can extend the clock by a little bit each time. Huge shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We gained a bunch of new channel members here today with the gifted ones, as well as some signups. So thank you guys for the support. It really means a lot to me, honestly. It's what keeps this channel going. So thank you for all the support. You can see at the top of the screen a running list of the current interactions that have taken place, as well as that sub goal over there in the top left corner. We are flying towards 1,000, guys. It's amazing to see the growth of the channel. Share these videos, share these streams, share the info of the channel around with everybody, so that way we can help it to grow even faster. I want to be able to bring the PAX Day news with PaxCast to as large of an audience as I possibly can. I know there's a lot of people who want to talk about this stuff and who want to have those lore podcasts, as we see now, 26 votes, 84% yes. So share this with your friends. Share it over on other Discords and stuff, so that way people can come and stay up to date with all these things. We're going to be doing some more episodes of PaxCast coming up very soon. We're going to be trying to get that podcast for lore going. I'm going to come up with a name for it. And we're going to keep on going here. But that's going to do it for this stream. I'm going to go grab some food. I got to get ready to go out of town here in a little bit. I'll see you guys when I get back in town in several days. Not sure exactly when we're returning. I think maybe like the 16th or 17th or something like that. I'll be back in town. So we're not going to be gone for too long. But we're going to go out of town for a little bit when I get back. Yeah, I hope we get brisket along the way. Sa says brisket. But I look forward to seeing you guys when we get back. Maven says, what can I say? Plushies and WoW Blaster Wars. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's the link over to the website. That's where you guys can submit your applications into the community. It's a really great community, and we got a lot of stuff going on over there. People are always hanging out and chatting about things. We got some people are playing Throne and Liberty, some are on World of Warcraft, some are on Star Citizen. We have people who are helping me beta test the Minecraft server. It's a really fun mod pack over on Minecraft, guys. It's my Hallowed Ground mod pack. It is a lot of very rustic magic. It's a very hardcore mod pack. It's very difficult. Your character doesn't get deleted when you die, though, so it's like softcore, hardcore. Everything's very difficult, but it's very rewarding. There's a lot of fun magic on there. We have an advanced combat system, a lot of really cool biomes to explore, all kinds of stuff. If you guys are interested in Minecraft, make sure you get your application in. If you want to join the Order of the Blood Brothers, oh yeah, Silent, I do need to do the overlays. Thank you for that reminder. We'll do the overlays here right at the end. But if you guys want to join the Order of the Blood Brothers, make sure that you get your applications in early because we're going to get swamped here. Let me pull up these overlays. Give me 1 second. So we have Ancient. These are made by Silent. Thanks for the reminder. I almost actually forgot because I didn't have, they're in a different section on my overlays here. This is Ancient's map swap. No, you didn't miss it. I forgot to do it. Thanks for the reminder. You can see here the transition between the old map and the new map. It may look like it's subtle, but if you really hone in on the passes and things that are going on in some of these home valleys, you can really see the difference. You're just in time, exactly. Maven says, have so much fun, Void. We'll hold the fort down. Awesome. Thanks, Maven. I really appreciate that. But this is Ancient's overlay. I'll let this roll for a little bit. You can see some of the home valleys got encapsulated in this. So you can see some of the transition and a lot of those map icons popping up there all over the wildlands. The mountain gets changed a little bit. Pretty cool stuff here. Huge shout out to Silent as well, guys. Let's give a big thanks to Silent for producing these for not just the stream, but also for the community. For you guys to be able to have these resources. The community of PAX Day has been really great with the map making, with community building, with lore building, you know, coming up with these deities together. We've been working together with Ravenhall to come up with a lot of these deities and assets like this as well. There's a lot of really good assets for the community to use. So that is Ancient. Let me get another one pulled up here. Here, this one is Mary. So this is the northern part of Mary that we can see here. They changed the icon in the top left corner too. Now it's got a little dragon on it, looks like. But you can see just all of those changes that are happening with the passes, with the mountain scales, with all the icons popping up. YouTube says, yeah, definitely nice work. Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you so much, Silent. But you can definitely see all of those nodes popping up and the changes with those valley passes and the roads too, if you really dial in on this. The home valleys are going to be really interesting after this wipe, after this apocalypse. So that is Mary. And if you guys want to see any more of these at the end, again, we'll go over them again. Here's Ardennes, or Ardennes, however you pronounce it. Looks like this is the southern part. So you can see down there, this is in Esgalia. Ardennes down there in the bottom corner. Amaranda said, super excited. It's unnerving, though, not to know what's going to happen. That's why we're going to do it all together, Amaranda. We're going to be there with you every step of the way. Have no fear, for the Blood Brothers are here. Raven says, has it been 6 months of playing as a group already now, too? Has it been? Has it been 6 months? Wow, that blows my mind. A half a year with everybody. Unbelievable. This is Innisgalia for you guys. You can really see a lot of the changes here around where the river mouth meets the wildlands and stuff. And they actually changed the very, very bottom. That mountain range looks like it's changed quite a bit. You can see where the river is, and there looks like an island in the very bottom left corner of the map. That looks to have changed quite a bit down there. That's going to be interesting to explore. And then last but not least, the most important one to a lot of the Blood Brothers, this is Carrie's. Unfortunately, it doesn't encapsulate Tremin or Bronir or the northern zones, but we may be moving into one of these adjacent zones anyways. But you can see the changes that's going on with that water in the bottom left corner, all of the points of interest popping up. So there's a unique biome way down in the bottom left. It's like a sacred grove type biome down there. You can see something pops up on the map down there. That's going to be really interesting to see. That's the location where one of our members actually, when they were exploring, they saw a T-posing wyvern. We know the wyvern and griffin are coming eventually. I don't think they're coming with this update patch, but they're coming eventually. We hear noises of them out in the certain areas now. And one of our members actually saw a T-posing wyvern down in that grove, down by that water in the wildlands. So we're not too sure exactly what that means, but Maven says, well, in November, I guess. Yeah, the flying water heater, exactly. I was hoping this was going to be a little more forward, but you can see Dolavan there. It doesn't look like it got too many changes, really. Dolavan had a lot of entrances and exits, though. It was, oh, look, there's a bridge. There's a bridge in the bottom right corner. Going down to where that eye island is, there's a bridge now. You can see it pop up. Oh, it just changes the location of the bridge. You can see it adjusts. It goes up and to the right more. Or no, it comes down into the right more. Yeah, it used to go straight across to the right. Now it goes down south more. Did they add a bridge going to that island? No, it doesn't look like it. I was hoping they added a bridge going to that big island in the middle of our wildlands, but it looks like you still have to go kind of all the way around or swim. They should just really put a bridge there, because we just swim across it anyways. So why not just put a bridge and make it a little bit more hospitable for everybody? But once again, huge shout out to Silent. Thanks for reminding me as well. I almost forgot to show those off. I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm a little delirious. You got to bear with me. But there you have it, everybody. That is all the new news that we have about this spotlight of how the world of PAX Day is changing before our very eyes. Make sure you guys mark your calendars for the Omen of Oblivion, A World's End, Saturday, October 26th, 2024, gathering at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time in Bloodhaven, which is currently in US East Danu RP, located in southern Tremin, down by the rivers. It's in the same location as the last events. So all the maps of the last events, helping guide you guys there, those are all still current. The event will start at 6 p.m. It's just going to be very chill. We're just going to relax. It's just going to be a gathering of people coming together. We're not going to really have too many big planned events. We may have something that we're going to do to send out the world and send out Bloodhaven for the pending apocalypse, but it's pretty much just going to be us getting together. I'm going to be streaming it, and I'm going to be chatting with you guys about the changes and how we're all excited for the upcoming changes for the world. That's going to be the Omen of Oblivion, A World's End, Saturday, October 26th. 2024, starting at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Voodoo says you should probably eat. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do once I'm done streaming here. I'm going to go eat, but I got to bring you guys the news first and foremost. You know, we got to get this in. I don't want to keep you guys waiting on this stuff. YouTube says, thus was a chemical mixture Void was mixing up. Katie says, is it for everyone or just for clan members? The event, Katie, are you talking about the Omen of Oblivion, A World's End? That's for everybody. It's in our public. If you go to our public events room, it's kind of like our last festival that we just had, the Festival of Realms. It's for everybody. Everybody's welcome to come out. Is that what you were talking about? The Omen of Oblivion, A World's End, that gathering? That's for everybody. I'm not sure if that's what you meant. Yeah, I look forward to meeting with everybody again. Yeah, that event's for everybody, Katie. absolutely everybody is welcome to come to that. It's just going to be, it's not going to be some super heavy RP thing like it was with the Festival of Realms where we had all kinds of mini games and stuff, and people can play those mini games, but they're not going to be like scheduled for it. We don't really have big speeches or anything scheduled. It's just us getting together to watch the apocalypse ensue. And this may be taking place after the wipe. I don't even know. If it is, we're going to bump it up, so it's going to kind of be floating, but that's the set date. I think this patch is going to come after October 26th, this wipe. I could be wrong, but if it is going to come sooner, if they tell us next week it's coming October 24th or something, we're going to move this up to be the weekend right before the wipe, whatever that may look like. So it's going to be floating a little bit, so just keep that in mind. You may want to move your characters out there beforehand. It's just going to be a little fun get together. It's mainly going to be a streaming event, but you guys are welcome to come and be on stream with us and just have some fun. And we're going to explore Bloodhaven. We're going to show off everybody's builds and say goodbye to the world as it once was, is essentially what's going to be taking place there. We'll be relaxing in Bloodhaven for the end of the world together. And then it says Voidlock will be chatting with the stream about what will come with the end of our world as we know it. You are hereby invited to the Omen of Oblivion, a world's end. This will be an RP event as well as an open chat about what's to come after the wipe claims our world. See you in Bloodhaven. That's what it says on the little post that I've put around in different areas. I've put that on several different Discords. Feel free to share it around. Tell everybody about it who you think would have some fun with us over here on stream as well as in-game. German 3D Printing Nerd says, hope we can all get steel ore in open areas and not just in the PvP area. Well, I think that the Wildlands is going to be becoming a PvP area, so technically everything will be gathered in a PvP area eventually, I believe. Katie says, cool. Yeah, everybody's welcome, Katie. UTB says, I bring buckets for holding the tears to see it all go. I think a lot of us are looking forward to it. I don't think a lot of people are really going to be sad. I think we're excited for a new chapter. It's a new beginning. You know what I mean? It's almost going to be like a mini. It's almost going to be like a mini wipe leading into, because at the end of early access, everything's going to be wiped. That's going to really be the full apocalypse, right? We're going to have a big party at the end of early access when we know that the game's going into full release. This is kind of like a mini version of that, because we're not getting a full wipe. We're going to still persist. It's just our world that's going to be overridden. We're going to herald in the new environment for everybody to have fun in together and explore. Valtteri says, noon news now, not never nor needful, new notified, nefarious nonsense noon news. That's a tongue twister, man. I think I did pretty good on it though. Let me know down in the comments, guys. Take part in our giveaway. Congrats again to the Real Cat. I'll be in touch with you here today. We'll get that sent over to you. If you guys want a chance to win a copy of PAX Day, be subscribed to the channel, leave comments on all of the uploads during the month of October, and get active with the community over on Discord, ! Discord and chat. Get your applications in early, ! Website. I look forward to seeing you guys all over on Discord. I have some stuff I have to get ready today, so I'm not going to be able to hang out too much over on there, but I'm going to stop in and say hi to everybody while I go and take care of this stuff. I got to get some food in my belly, but it's been great to hang out with you guys here and bring you guys the news. If you have anything else that you guys find out about that you want to chat about on, then you think it belongs on stream, send it over to me, and we'll do some more episodes of these so we can keep the community informed. But share these around, tell your friends. It greatly helps the channel to grow. Leave a like on the way out, guys. I would greatly appreciate it. But that's going to do it for me for this one. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.
Descends with shadows deep in blood heaven, no souls asleep. The blood moon rises in crimson light, casting its light upon the night. Winds howl through the hollow trees, a whispering chant carried on the breeze. Under the blood moon in Bloodhaven skies, darkness awakens and the dead arise. Wolves in the distance, the witch's song. In Bloodhaven streets the night belongs. cemetery something stirs and storms. The graves crack open, their secrets revealed. In Bloodhaven no fate is sealed. A chill creeps in through stone and bone, as spirits of the lost make their presence known. Under the blood moon in Bloodhaven skies, darkness awakens and the dead arise. Wolves in the distance, the witch's song. In Bloodhaven streets the night belongs. Through cobble streets, footsteps fade, ghostly hands reach from the grave. No mercy here in the blood moon's glow. Bloodhaven's light is all you'll know. Under the blood moon in Bloodhaven skies, darkness awakens and the dead arise. Wolves in the distance, the witch's song. In Bloodhaven streets the night belongs. Under the blood moon's gaze the shadows sway. In Bloodhaven's light the night will stay.